Hey traders, it's Sean with the eMiniSchool. We'll look at a daily S&P chart, and we'll go back. First, we were looking at the symmetry support at this 39%. We actually noted all of them on all the symbols that we trade. The NASDAQ was the only one that didn't actually hit the level. The Russell was the only one that closed below. Let's look at that really quick right here. And then we came back above it. So basically went through it, came down, retested it, and now we're headed back up. So this is support. The question is this pullback big enough to get us to a new high? Now, right here, this 1940, this is that NASDAQ symmetry support. So as far as the ES right here, it's a pretty standard pattern right here on the correction side of it right here. So really what I'm looking at is the symmetry on the resistance side of it. When we first started doing this little correction right here, we had 62% relevance off this high and this high. Okay, we made a new low off of those resistance, and then we expanded into an 85% resistance. So from this high to low, 85% relevance here. From this high to this low, okay, inside low, from this low, we came up 85% was relevant here, and we had 78% time resistance. Okay, we did a post saying if we took out this low, that resistance could hold the market. We had a pretty big move down, basically into the weekly and monthly support. So the question here is, it's really not just this leg right here. This whole correction so far could be enough to get us to a new high. Okay, so the resistance of this wave right here, right, pretty obvious resistance as far as this correction pattern. This 85%, okay, to the whole wave, okay, basing on getting that number based off of this wave and this wave. So the last two waves give us the symmetry. So at this point, this would be first level of resistance, right, to roll back over. Okay, if we show strength right here and go through these levels, it's really, this level is really the bigger resistance, okay, or you could say kind of the hidden resistance. If we get above these levels, right, the traders that are thinking short right here, okay, might get nervous, get back out, okay, not short. And it might get a little bit tricky right here, and ultimately this is the number, 1329, that actually holds the market down. Now I'm also watching the 1270 for the 1.270 relevance, okay, so that number comes in, right between the zone right here. But just something to keep an eye on as far as if we do show strength here, this could be a meaningful resistance. And it's always what happens off of the resistance. Okay, so, just like if we turned at the 618, okay, that would be pretty obvious. It's what happens, what does it look like off of that? Okay, and what are the other markets looking like as well? So there was a reason for this low to hold. And it's really, and so far this is 100% corrective. That says that this wave down does resume, but there's not enough legs in this pattern to really get good odds on the bigger wave up here, okay, or down here. And I don't even think that, as far as what we're doing with our members, we don't really need to know that. We play it one leg at a time, and we play each leg, so doesn't really matter. So out of all the markets we trade, the Russell did correct the lowest, okay, or have the biggest pullback. So we want to see how the Russell turns up at this level, okay, and we don't have to get to this level, but we do have some numbers on the reverse inside of here, but this is where we would be looking for it to be headed. So the stocks that are looking good that we've been trading, CDE looks good, 3150 is the target. ABX also looks good. SLW, we're looking for moves up into the 44 on SLW. So a lot of the stocks in the tech stocks have already made a pretty big move. So Apple, we did a video on the timing high. Okay, it was on the weekly chart on this doji. If we take out that high from this support, okay, it should be a pretty powerful move if we can break both time and price resistance. So it hasn't done it yet. Apple will probably back off this level, maybe pull down into the 375s, okay, before really attempting to break this high. So right here, even though it broke this high, we wouldn't really be interested in going long here with hopes of breaking this high. At least not yet. Okay, this actually could be a really good pattern sell in Apple right here. Okay, so we'll see how it goes the next couple days. We're in the Q calls with 55.50 as our target. We bought them Thursday. So, and we're also in Netflix calls on the other blog. Netflix didn't really make a big move today, but we are looking for a move up into the 240s to sell those, and those are weekly calls, so that expire this week. So we'll see how the next 2 days trade, and we'll follow it up with another update.